Hey guys, it is my day. It's not the weekend, so that must mean it's Wednesday once again. And that was brought to you by the process of elimination. I try to keep it real, since I'm not actually doing that for class anymore. I haven't really been doing much. I'm gonna have another week of spending time camping in an RV this weekend from like Thursday to Monday again, so my next video might be, kind of short again, depending on when I can work in time. But the RV is really great. I don't remember how much I talked about it last time, but it's like the biggest, fanciest RV ever that I've been in. And it has like wood paneling and keys that you can lock it up with, and carpeting everywhere, like on the little steps when you walk in there's carpet, and then there's like another carpet, and then there's another carpet with the carpet off to the sides. There's like 3 layers of carpeting with another carpet. It's like carpetception, but it's like an RV, and it's like really cool. It has an oven and a fridge and a bathroom and a closet, and it has a whole huge bed, like the whole bedroom area in the back of the RV is like one huge bed. It has a TV, and there are like little windows everywhere, and you can see out. And the place where you actually sit down to drive is like a huge carpeted throne, because even like the place where your feet go is carpeted. And it has like 2 couch bed things, so you could have like, I don't know, like a breakdance party in there. It's huge. So that happened, but it really made me, it's been a while since I've done any traveling. I wasn't really traveling because the RV wasn't actually moving anywhere. It's kind of hooked up to electricity somewhere. But it really made me get back in touch with simple pleasures of travel, even though I wasn't traveling. What's really cool? Showers. Showers are really cool. So, like, I shower, like, on Thursday afternoon, and then until, like, Monday morning, there's no showering, and, like, the other members of my family do okay, because they're, I don't know, they're the weird, like, German, Scandinavian, French kind of line, and they don't have any of this Jew, Italian thing, hair grease production going on, and like they can kind of make it to the end of the weekend, not looking too bad. Like they look like, I could probably use a few more minutes in front of the mirror in the morning, but it's basically they look fine. Not me. No, I cannot go 5 days without washing my hair and still look like I'm doing okay. Just can't do it. And there's a dog over there. Look. She's sleeping. She really hates the camera, though. She was doing something really cute the other day. I forget what it was. But I sort of very slowly reached over for my camera to get a picture of her, and she stopped doing the cute thing. She just, like, sprinted out of the room. She's like, oh, no, camera, no. So she stopped. Oh, but that reminds me, I saw Toby on a thing. I watch a lot of Cartoon Network these days, because there's, like, nothing else to watch besides that, and, like, the Science Channel, when Mythbusters is on. So, I don't really like any of the late night shows. Like, every now and then Adult Swim has a nice program on, but usually no, I don't really, because I don't like King of the Hill, or I don't know any of the other ones they have on late anymore. But one of the ones that I don't like that's kind of late-ish is, like, the Annoying Orange show thing. And it was kind of on in the background because I forgot to turn the TV off, and I was, like, about to turn it off, like, I turned the channel, but right before I did, there was, like, 2 seconds of Toby on my television, and it just, like, freaked me out, and then it took, like, another 3 seconds to get it back, so I could see what was happening, and by that time, Toby was gone. But he came back later in the episode. I kind of left it on just in case. He came back, and he is the, I don't know, like the grocery store worker. He's a little bit simple. And he was complaining about, like, oh, now I have to clean all this up because the vegetables and the fruits were having, like, a zombie apocalypse thing because of, like, some sort of radioactive goo that was dripping from the ceiling and giving him superpowers or something. But anyway, it dripped on Toby. And he's like, oh man, how am I going to clean all this up? So if only I had more mops. And then he gets hit with the goo, and he looks down, and his hands are made of mops. And he looks like he's about to cry for a second. He's like, "This is so great!" He looks like he's about to cry of happiness. It's like, oh, I'm happy for you, Toby. I feel kind of bad. I finished the first part of Perks of Being a Wallflower. I feel kind of bad, because I did that this morning. Because yesterday, I read Divergent, like the whole book, which is one of the kind of vaguely, I forget the word. Alexis, what is the word? How embarrassing. Dystopian. It's one of the dystopian novels that we were thinking of doing for our book group, and I'm really glad we didn't now, because, I don't know, it's just kind of slow. It's kind of slow in the way that Hunger Games is slow, and that, like, there's something way bigger going on as far as, like, the society and the government, but it doesn't have, I don't know, like, any of the action of Hunger Games. So it's like Hunger Games without any of the things that makes Hunger Games entertaining. But I mean, it was interesting, because a lot of it is, the premise of the book is that society has sort of decided that there are bad things in humanity, but the way to get rid of them is to take the whole population, divide them into 5 groups, so you can, like, focus on one virtue to get rid of all the bad things. So, like, they have a group that's all about knowledge and, like, purity of learning, and one of them's all about selflessness, and one of them's all about being brave, etc., etc. But, the main character gets sorted into one of these, and, like, her test results are weird, so she could belong to more than one, and it's, like, weird. She can't tell anyone because it makes her dangerous somehow. But, like, 80% of the book is just her getting used to her new faction. And, like, that's it. And there isn't really a whole lot of, like, development outside of that, and her just getting used to that. And it's, like, I don't know, you really see that it's meant to be part of, like, an overall sort of thing, but it's not. It's so contained, but it's not very successful at being just one story on its own, which was Alexis's main, one of her main points against the Hunger Games, as, like, just reading the first book and not the other ones. But I don't know, like, this one didn't even really have, like, any of the action or anything, or, like, an interesting premise, really. I mean, I guess sorting people into different factions is kind of interesting, but anyway. Yes, I would absolutely play a dirty word in Scrabble if it would give me points, because I'm really bad at Scrabble, and I would really need the points. And that's all there is to it. And, you know, I would laugh, because it was a dirty word, because dirty things are funny to me. It was kind of funny. I was watching your guys' videos, kind of getting caught up today, and on one of Alexis's, there was an interactive transcript button, which was weird, and I looked, Becky's didn't have it, and I don't know if mine did, because I never rewatch my videos. But you click on it, and it kind of, like underneath the video, there opens up, like, this little box, and it will, like, read words as you're saying them. You can, like, click different lines, and it'll move to different parts of the video when you said them. And I was impressed at how accurate it was. Like, there are parts where, like, you'll sort of say, and kind of pause, and it'll put, ... and then it'll continue. So, you know, it even kind of picks up on, like, your pauses, your uncertain pauses. But it isn't so good at, you know, like in English, when you want to say something, and you just kind of squish it into one word. Like, something my aunt said the last weekend. Did you open it yet? And she's like, did you open it yet? And did you open it? It's like, English is fun. But there was one line that was really funny on Alexis's, and it was when you're talking about your test and getting, you said something like, you know, I thought I was just going to 85%, but I got 100%. And I'm like, I'm a boss. And I'm like, yeah, go Alexis. But the words were like, and I looked at me and 0.5% and coupons. It just made me laugh because it was just really bizarre. And yeah, so that's kind of what's going on. This is a problem. I need to like make a list of things that I actually talk about from one video to the next. But this one's definitely new. I want to rearrange my room, but it's kind of hard because the room is small, and the main problem at this moment is the bookcase, which right now this is the bookcase, and you can see it's empty because all of the books are right there. I've taken them all out. It's a lot of books, but I want to take this and put it like over here where the bed is. So it's basically just taking everything in the room and putting it at the exact opposite side of the room, which makes it really fun because everything that I want to move is very heavy and has a lot of stuff on it. Like the bed can't just be a normal bed, you know, that you put stuff under. It has to be the huge kind of bed that has drawers and stuff. Yay. So that's kind of my project. The dog just ran away. But, yeah, I had a list somewhere. I was watching something on, some website. They're talking about movies coming up this holiday season, and a few of them looked really interesting. The ones I hadn't heard of before. And one of them's called Cloud Atlas, and it looks like it appeals to my sense of kind of complex storylines with lots of symbology, and I don't know, made my little inner English major kind of go ee. It's one of those movies, I think. And let me see, there's one, I forget what it was called. I just need to get the list, but, Wreck-It Ralph, looks really cool. I think, I'm not sure if it would appeal to Becky as much, but I think, Alexis, you would really like it if you've heard anything about it. But it's basically like Toy Story, but for video games, and it looks really cute. And The Hobbit, of course, is coming out. And I'm trying to think of other things that was on the list. Remember Life of Pi, just because I've read the book. And I really like the book. It's one of my favorite books. But I'm curious how they'll do that as a movie. Just because if they actually did it, you know, kind of sticking to not just the general idea of the book, you know, boy gets trapped on a lifeboat with a tiger, but actually kind of went into the you know, like the deeper meaning of the film, and then kind of the whole point. It's pretty controversial, actually. Just because, I don't know, the way it deals with faith, because, I don't know, the phone. I can call them back, because there's no one else in the house right now. That's really annoying. But anyway, the whole thing that I really like about it is that it deals with fiction and kind of uses that as a way to talk about religion, and kind of uses religion to talk about fiction and faith and belief and stories and things like that. But the main character is like a practitioner of 3 of the big main religions all at once. And I don't know, like if I was ever going to be religious, it would have to be that kind of religion. Like the whole point is just to love God and, you know, just pick the way that works for you, and if all of them work for you, then, you know, do all of them. It's sort of like ice cream, I guess. Like, you know, if you like all the flavors, then get a really big sundae, then you can like all the ice cream. All of it. But, you know, as long as you're not, like, you know, being down on other people because they only like vanilla, or they don't like ice cream at all. That's, you know, just eat your ice cream and be happy. That's kind of, I don't know, dismissive, I guess. No dismissivity, negative dismissivity meant to religions by comparing it to ice cream. Ice cream's really great. Or, you know, frozen yogurt. Ice could be frozen yogurt if you